Anyways, welcome. So today I got a great guest speaker. I've invited Nancy, and hopefully she found the red room. She's never been here before because she's so new with our company. But Nancy Farber to come in and for me to interview her because she's just exploding onto the scene. And I thought, here's a great example of what we need to be doing. So Nancy, are you in the room? If you are, you can just walk right up here. See, she was able to find the red hall. And then you can unmute your mic to the left. Where are you, Nancy?
I'm here, but I'm sitting down. So
okay, so take your arrow button, hit the arrow, and it'll just make you walk forward. I think just the arrow forward. There you go. Come on up. Just walk forward. Keep going. You doing good? Look at that. And then come up here by me a little bit, and then just turn around. You can say hello to everybody. There you go. You're like a pro. All right. Good job. There you go. So welcome, Nancy. Great to have you here. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can.
Awesome. So hey, everybody. There we have 53 users in here right now. 53 of us. And oh, personal space. There we go, Nancy. Good job. It even feels that way. Here's the funny thing. It even feels that way in the cloud, right? So funny. Well, you can go ahead and face the audience if you'd like. But so I asked Nancy if I could interview her today because she joined us. Nancy, how long have you been with EXP now? You're good. You're good right there. You don't have to move. How long have you been with EXP now, Nancy?
I officially joined September 26th.
Awesome. And then September 26th, so you have been with us for about 2 weeks, something like that, a little less than 2 weeks, maybe 10, 12 days?
Yeah.
Awesome, and you're from Canton, Ohio, is that right? You can just unlock your mic. If you click on the mic button to the left, it'll just leave it unlocked. Yeah, I can hear you now. You're from Canton, Ohio, right? Are you there? She's working on her mic here. We might have a little technical difficulty. I should have practiced with her. Can you hear me, Nancy?
Yes, I'm back.
Okay.
Sorry.
So are you on a laptop or a PC or something?
I'm on a laptop.
Oh, we all do that when we're new. So lower left-hand corner, you'll see it. Just go ahead and unlock it. If you click on it with your mouse, it'll just turn green. Go ahead and leave it green. There you go. Awesome. So Nancy, let me give everyone the background on you and why I have you up here, because she is killing it out the gate, and I cannot wait for you to share with you. You and I first met about, what, 3 weeks ago?
Yeah.
So pretty new. And you were in Canton, Ohio, and you've been with Keller Williams there for how many years?
14 years. I was a founding member when they brought it to our area.
Awesome, and a huge Keller fan, right?
There was.
His was, exactly. And so you saw this EXP webinar, and what appealed to you? Was it all the training? Was it the leads? Was it the stock or the revenue share or a combination of all the above? What was it that appealed to you as a 14-year veteran with Keller Williams? What made you want to move?
Well, and all of the above, but definitely the difference between the KW model and the EXP model, especially regarding the revenue share and profit. And then probably the next big thing was training that I can access 24/7. I'm not a big brick and mortar person, didn't like going into the office. Felt guilty if I didn't go into the office, going away, it was not a good feeling, so I'm really big in this.
Awesome. So you are already not in the office much. By the way, I don't know if you were talking another direction. It seemed your voice seemed to fade, so you may want to get nice and close to your laptop there. We kind of see if you walk. There we go. That's perfect. So you actually taught Ignite for Keller Williams. I did not know that about you. I heard you mention that yesterday, right?
Yes, I was an Ignite instructor and gold attendee.
Right on.
Member.
And you were selling 20, 30 homes a year or something like that?
Yeah, last year I did.
Awesome. So a major producer. So you see this EXP thing, you get excited, and then you go, you know what, I'm going to do it. So what did I encourage you to do once you saw it? I encouraged you to travel and go where from Canton, Ohio?
You said I needed to get to Vegas and see the EXPCon. I originally intended to attend the convention and then make up my mind, but the more I saw it, I knew I wanted to have business cards with me so I could network, and so I onboarded actually before the convention.
Awesome, and your voice is fading again. I'm not sure what's causing that. It's odd. Okay, and so you go, okay, I'm going to come. Now, a lot of you are leaving it at that. You're like, okay, awesome, I got somebody coming. Then once you made a firm commitment to come, what did I beg you to do once you decided you were coming? What did I really highly encourage you to do?
You encouraged me to bring people with me. Look around my office, see who would be the most open-minded, most productive agents, and bring them with me to the model.
So let's talk about that a little bit. I said do a beta test. Start showing the webinar. Keep it low profile. But let's start sharing the webinar with people you know. And so, who's one of the first person you called and shared the webinar with?
His name's Steve Ford. He's a great agent. Been with Keller Williams for a few years, but he's and I just watched him really grow in the last 5 years, and I knew he has a good grasp of business. He's done more business I reached out to, so he was the first one I reached out to. Put him on the freeway when we left the restaurant.
So one of the things you did really well, I've always encouraged people to do, is get people on the phone with your upline, with your sponsor, Niche, your affairs you're on, Gene Frederick, whoever. And so you started doing that, and almost every day you had me on the phone with somebody new. Is that correct?
Yeah, I kept you pretty busy, and you were very accommodating and very available. I can't thank you enough for that.
Oh, you bet. And so how many people, instead of going alone to Las Vegas, which would have been great, but you wouldn't have known anybody, had nobody to hang out with, how many people did you bring with you? 2, 3? How many people did you bring?
I had 6 people originally. They all had their tickets. One gal, her mother, unfortunately, was in an automobile accident the day we were supposed to fly out. So she wasn't able to attend. So it was me and 5 others. So
you brought 5 people with you. And how powerful was it having them in Las Vegas? Do you think it was a better experience than just going by yourself?
It was not only a better experience for me and also for them individually, but just the synergy in the tribe that we created in the time we spent together was just amazing. And Erica, who had to stay behind due to her personal situation, we brought her up to speed. We had the huddle talk today, and every one of them, including Erica, is joining EXP.
And then last night you called Todd and said, hey, watch this video, and then you immediately got Todd on the phone with me. I think his name was Todd, or was it somebody else?
Correct. No, you're right, Todd.
And he, what did he think?
I had talked to him prior to going to Vegas, and I said, I'm going to be out of class, I'm going to be a little bit busy, but I'm going to reconnect with you right when I get back. And if I see anything that I think that, this is something that might not be a good idea for you, I will be the first to tell you. So we reconnected last night, did the three-way call.
He's in. So, and then you got some other people. You have a gal from Howard Hanna. Let's not say her name yet, but she has been in real estate for what, 4 or 5 months now? 5
months, yes.
And how many homes? Not saying her name. How many homes has she sold?
She's done 24 transaction sides.
And she was like, I love you guys, but I'm so happy at Howard Hanna, blah, blah, blah. And basically said, I just don't think now is a good time. But recently, this past week, some things happened at her office where she didn't feel backed up by the broker. And who's standing there with open arms and big smiles is Nancy. And now the gate's wide open, and we're going to connect later this week. And we may actually bring up this agent as well, and actually you've got a few others lined up, right?
Yeah, once you realize how much it can change somebody's life, it's really hard not to be reaching out, especially, the first and people I really care about and I have deep relationship with and that are already producing, whether they're Farber or Mega or even half Farber, want people to sell in real estate. And I haven't slept much, Brent, but yeah.
So, how many agents by the end of October do you think you'll personally sponsor? Is it safe to say that number is going to be 6, 7, 8, 9? I mean, honestly, by the end of October, you got the rest of the month here. Today's only the 7th. You know, the 23 days. How many do you think you'll personally sponsor by the end of your first full month?
My goal is 8 personals and probably another 2 or 3 in second levels, because the people that I'm telling and are already, committed to joining, they automatically have a few people that they're telling. So, depends what they do, but yeah, I'm thinking at least 8 in my personal line and maybe 10, 12 in my second and third line.
Right on. So when you started doing this, I said, hey, do a beta test. Start showing this to people you know well and get their opinion. What did you say to them? Like when you called people, obviously people responded to you. You didn't call strangers. These are people you had relationships with. Give us an example of, say, either Steve or Todd, or what did you say to them when you called them up?
Well, it was kind of like 2 different conversations. Before I had officially joined EXP, it was the conversation that you had helped me with. Hey, I want you to take a look at this. I'm looking at this new model, and I don't know if you've seen it or heard of it, but I'd really like you to take a look at it. I really look at it because I am seriously considering it, and I really value your opinion and insight. And if you can just vary this and take a look at this and let me know if you see any holes in it or red flags, because I don't want to make a mistake. But man, from everything I've seen and all of the big negatives, I know it's KW that's dumped on.
That is awesome. And people respond to that and go, yeah, I'll take a look at it for you. Is that right?
Yeah, they did.
Awesome. And then when they watched the webinar, what were they saying to you? Wow, it looks interesting. Something like that, and ask you some questions.
Yeah, and when they did, then I went a little further and said, well, I'm glad that you're seeing what I'm seeing too, and if I could get you in a conversation with big guys over at EXP, see if it might be fit for you, and you have an opportunity to ask them to jump on. I would be trying to do that. If you take your car off my line, I want to learn more about that too.
And so, and how do they respond to that?
Very favorably. I don't even know if I've had any that didn't take the call. And the calls went very well. Again, I can't thank you enough. And every time I'm conferenced in on them, I mute myself so they can hear real well, and I just sit back and listen to you. And I just learn more every time we have a 3-way. It's been amazing.
Wow, we're up to 70 users here in the red hall here, 70 folks in the room, which is awesome. The system says users. I'd like to think of us as givers. We got to work with them on the verbiage. It actually says users. So I tend to repeat that. But 70 awesome leaders, people who want to develop their stock holding and rev share with EXP. That's awesome. So one of the things she did was she started texting and calling me every day, 2, 3, 4, 5 times a day. This is something I beg people to do that they just don't do it, and they don't grow. You said, hey, like Julie, I want you to meet Brent. I'm going to mute my mic so the two of you can talk, and there'll be better sound quality on the 3-way call. And then you would just literally, unless I called on you, you let me and Julie, myself and Steve. These are all people that you're sponsoring right now. I remember talking to them. There's Mike, Sheena, James, Erica, all these different people you've been having me talk to. And you were very wise, and you would just sit, listen. I wouldn't be surprised if you took notes. Or you can watch me answer their questions, find out what their goals were, give them next steps. Okay, here's what you need to do next. And it was always, what was I telling people they need to do next? Do you remember? We'll see. We didn't rehearse this, but there's no wrong answer. But
I'm good. No, yeah, the where I was always learning. We would encourage them to do the next step, which would be, depending if they just watch one short video, you'd encourage them to watch a longer video, and I would always jot down which one you want them to watch, around for it. And then the other thing would be, the next step would be to go to joinexprealty.com and go ahead and fill out the application. You explained what the process was, and how it generated the ICA. And so again, right while we were having that conversation, I was shooting that to them, message on Facebook, so that they would have that link handy.
Which was, if they watched the modelexplain.com, I'd encourage them to go to YouTube and type in the search box, Why Agents Love eXp Realty. If they'd watched Why Agents Love eXp Realty, then I was encouraging them to watch the modelexplain.com. And then if they'd watched both, I'm like, okay, here's your homework assignment. I want you to show this to your best buddy in real estate. Go, what do you think? By the way, Nancy, I just met with a gentleman who's very excited about, he spent 30 years at the state in California. He was involved in politics. He helped get Arnold Schwarzenegger elected, even though Arnold was a no-show and delivering on his political promises. We all liked it. He was fun to have a Terminator, the Governor. But the point is, this guy's a sharp cat. And he sent my webinar, the modelexplain.com, to his brother, who's like 48, Silicon Valley, sharp as a tack, graduated from Stanford with a degree in business. And he goes, what do you think? What do you think? And his brother goes, this is brilliant, and said some nice things about me and thought it was great, thumbs up, which was kind of fun to hear from a Stanford grad with a degree in business. He's been very successful, so I'm like, whoo, glad I dodged that bullet. But you're doing everything right, which is why I want to have you up here. And so, and then, of course, I got you with Sheila Bergeron. You get to have lunch with her. I think we may have got someone on the phone with Gene Frederick. I don't recall, but we're kind of doing all right. What?
Yes, you did get Gene called me. I almost put my car in the ditch, but yeah.
So you are just having a blast. You're not sleeping anymore. Like they say, once you see it, you can't unsee it, right?
Right.
Yeah. Are you? We have a saying at eXp, Nancy. You're less than 2 weeks. You're 10 to 12 days in. But eXp, making real estate fun again. Are you having fun? Are you enjoying the process here?
I sure am. I've never had this much fun in real estate, and my people, I call them my tribe now. We had our first title call today, and we were just laughing and joking, and great America, see what what kids missed out on, and it's just been fun. And it's like I can't leave any agents behind. I can't. I got to bring them all with me, and I give them to this company, and I got to change their lives because I know my life is going to be changing.
That is awesome. Love it, love it. So really important is whenever you're talking to people to say, hey, if I could get you on the phone with Brent Gove or Sheila Bergeron or Gene Frederick, if I could, I'm not saying I could, but if I could, would you take that call and have an entertaining 5-10 minute discussion, stating curiosity about the model? If you guys are listening out there, and I know you are, write that down. Don't say about EXP, it's the model. Talk about the model. Use that verbiage. Don't say upline, my business partner. Do not say upline. Do not say downline. Those are buzzwords for network marketing companies. We are not a network marketing company. Nothing against those of you that do network marketing. I'm pro network marketing. I have no problem with network marketing. Love it, love it. But we are not. We are a real estate company. We will do, my little team will do 28,000 closings this year. 28,000 homes recording. We sell real estate, we generate revenue through that activity, and then it makes our company more valuable, it makes the stock more valuable, it creates revenue to share with everybody. So we simply, like I said at eXp, for those of you that caught some of my talks, all agents at all companies participate in a revenue share. Just for 98% of them, it goes up. 2 Coldwell, 2 Remax, 2 Berkshire Hathaway, 2 Sotheby's Christie's and Keller Williams and Century 21, and all these, they go to Howard Hanna, it goes up, it doesn't come back. At eXp, our founders said, hey, send me your revenue, do a 20% split, 80-20, we'll cap it at 16, but if you help me grow the company, I'm gonna treat you like a business partner, I'm gonna share revenues with you, and it will come back. And if that makes us evil, then we're evil. if it was not a pyramid, like, I don't know, pyramid, asteroid, whatever you want to call it. I love the EXP asteroid, but whatever, obviously it's not a pyramid. But we copied Keller Williams' model. I always make them say, it's Keller Williams Pyramid, a network marketing company. There's not anyone in the world that would say that. They are a real estate company, and they share profits back to their agents for 7 generations. But just keep in mind, profit is the hardest thing to earn in business. It's a little itty bitty thing to even make anything. And then they take that and cut it in half. And that's it. Goes back to the agents. And if you refer me to Portland Keller Williams and that particular franchise isn't making a profit, I could sell 70 homes. You get nothing. There is no profit. There's nothing to be shared. And it's completely different with EXP, which is obviously what you see, Nancy. Well, Nancy, I don't know if you've added this up, but if you end up with, say, 12 agents at the end of October, you have maybe 3 or 4 more, 12 in your group at the end of your first full month. Not bad, right, Nancy?
Right, I would consider that a very good thing.
Now, on that pace, as it continues to grow, if it just grew at that pace all year, you'd have 144 agents at the end of your first year, which means next year you would earn probably year 2 about 130,000 in revenue share outside of real estate sales. Would that be life changing in Canton, Ohio, to have an extra 130,000?
It sure would.
So for everyone listening, whatever you start the year with is kind of what you'll make the following year. So if you have 300 agents starting the year 2020, you'll probably make about $250,000. Is about how that deal goes down. And it could be better. I'll start the year with about 7,000, where James says we'll make 9 to 10 million. We just got the big low. But the point is, if you have 100 agents, you're not going to necessarily make 100,000. It's more like 800 an agent. So if you start 2020 with 100 agents, you'll make about 80,000 in revenue share this next year, 2020. So it's pretty cool. But here's the cool thing, Nancy. You will find that you'll start adding 6 months from now, 7 months from now, you'll be adding 20 and 30 agents a month, not 12 a month. It doesn't stay consistent. It grows exponentially. So if you keep up this pace and you really push hard to get the train out the gate, out of the station, it's a momentum issue. You will end up having not 144, because it's just not going to go linear, 12 a month for 12 months. You're going to have closer to about 250 agents at the end of next year, a year from now, 250. And I'm going to help you do this. We all work together, and that's going to make you a couple $100,000 the following year, which would help you pay off your home in Canton, Ohio, okay, pretty quickly.
Well, I'm debt free, but I can tell you, I would find a spot for it. I think I'm going to be looking at living in Puerto Rico with everybody else.
You had breakfast with Sheila Bergeron in Las Vegas. It's somebody like, well, I didn't get to have breakfast with Sheila. Well, did you ask Sheila? She would have met you for coffee if she couldn't have breakfast. She would have met you in the evening, maybe grab dinner with you. Well, I'm booked for breakfast, but do you want to have dinner? Like, I would have loved that. Did you ask her? And sometimes she'll be booked solid, and hey, I can't fit it in. But you guys, stop being shy. Stop saying, well, I don't want to bother Nancy Farber. She's so busy. We want to help you. Today, I'm doing a 3-way call with a guy out of Montana. He's not my group. He was quick to tell me that, but I'm happy to help him. And I'm going to help him. And you don't want to bother. I'm helping people that aren't even in my group. You know why? Because we're not users. We're givers. We're lovers. We're life-changing instruments. You know, we're not just head down cranking out 30, 40, 50 deals a year, which is the way it was for 20 years. And sure, we helped people. We got on panels and we were nice, and we helped them with the copier code, and we helped them, you know, if they couldn't search for duplexes, we showed them how to do it in the MLS, and we were nice and polite, but we didn't work like dogs. And if you understand EXP, it really kind of encourages you to fight for others, to work like a dog. They win, you win. Talk about win-win. If you win, they lose. It doesn't work. Nancy has to be successful in order for my goals and dreams to come true. Same thing with all of you. We want to help you. And even if someone's not in your group, as they do well, the company does well. So it's pretty cool. Well, Nancy, you're a great example of just grabbing the bull by the horns and making it happen right out the gate. Any other ahas for you or from EXP Con you want to share with everybody? If not, I have something I'm going to wrap up with. But any aha moments from the annual convention or anything you want to share?
Well, just the saying that I got from you that, speed of execution is what you need to focus on, and that we really can self-select by our actions how successful we're going to be, and how fortunate are we to be in a position to do that. And, I did have ideas that I'd like to share, but, Mark, you can hit me up on Facebook for that.
Oh, shoot, I forgot about this. You actually
Okay.
designed 5 tips for agents to succeed, and if they reach out to you, is Facebook the best way for folks to reach you? You can share that 5-page, 5-tip thing you created.
Yeah, so here's the deal. If you'd like to get these 5 tips, just real easy, just go to my Facebook page, look up Nancy Farber, Keith, Ohio. You'll see me with a black cowboy hat on. And just give me some love on Facebook if you want, but most importantly, private message your email address. And I will shoot that out today. Your email address, private message.
Love it, love it, love it. Well, Frank Crandall, all kinds of people are typing stuff here. Loved it. Rami's there. Hey, Rami. Everybody loved this event. Let's Rob, can you type this in the comments section?
Yes.
Let's put your, we have a public chat. I don't know if you've ever seen that, Nancy, because you're so new. This is your first meeting and you're on Facebook. Rob's going to type your email address in the public chat box. Well, what is your email address?
It's Nancy at farber.com.
Okay, Farber spelled F-A-R-B-E-R.
Correct. F as in Frank, A-R-B as in boy, E-R.
Okay.
Nancy at nancyfarber.com.
Yeah. I don't see it. I didn't see where you put it in, but I see it here. Okay, so we got it. Rob put it in there, so you guys can email her or instant message her through Facebook, and she'll send you. She kind of put something together. I wanted to wrap up with this. And first of all, I'd like to congratulate Cliff Freeman sitting in the audience there. Cliffy, are you there, buddy? Cliff Freeman? Oh, is that the third? Cliff Freeman the third, are you there?
Brent is the third, yes, sir.
Yeah, you and your pops just did a special number this last month at EXP. How many people in your rev share group now?
Cracked over 3,000.
Wow, that is so awesome, man. I know you're always so faithful to come to this, man. We have to drag you up here. Dan Hillman, see out there, Rainy Bird, Krista Proctor, Don Wild, Clint, Brooke, Rami. There's so many of you. There's, I don't know, a boatload in here this morning. So I just wanted to say this in closing. I'm going to put out a save the dates. If you're in Northern California, I've hired the Spasmatics, my favorite 80s tribute band. We're going to have them for our Christmas party. I got a venue that holds 1,000. And we're going to pack it out for EXP's annual Christmas party. And you're like, well, I wish my broker would do that. My broker didn't do this. I just did it. Go do it. Create a Christmas party. Invite everybody. So we're charging $20 a person to get in. And very expensive. But the Spasmatics are my favorite band of all time. They do 80s music. When they do Michael Jackson or Van Halen or AC/DC or the Police or the Who or whoever, the Beatles, it's the Beatles on stage. It's not like, well, that kind of sounds like the Beatles. No, it is the Beatles. They're so good. So for those of you in Northern California, that's on December the 14th. Save the date, right, Rob? December the 14th, Saturday. We'll send the information on that. But bigger picture, because we have people in here from all over the U.S. In February, on February 4th through like the 11th, something like that, right, Rob? We're going to be in Puerto Vallarta, and it's sold out. You cannot go. So why are you telling us? Rooms always come available. Not only should you be there, you should bring 7 people with you. I thought it was sold out. It's sold out, but people, you heard Nancy say last minute, one of her guests, mom, got hurt in an auto accident. She couldn't come. We get rooms all the time. There's 900 of us coming to this event in Puerto Vallarta. It's a super all-inclusive resort. You need to be there. I cannot tell you how many mega stars have gone to Mexico with one of our, agent attraction events. We go 9 to noon every morning for 3 hours. It's kind of like it was at the Red Rock. People love it. Great tips and advice on how to do agent attraction. Then at noon, you're free for lunch, hit the beach, hit the pool, play all day, go out to dinner, play all night. So it's 9 to noon, play all day, play all night. 9 to noon, play all day, play all night. And honestly, it's the relationships and the people you're going to meet at breakfast, at lunch, and at dinner, sitting by the pool, sitting by the beach. You're next to someone, all of a sudden, Cliff Freeman, the third there is Cliff Freeman. How old are you?
I'm 24.
24, and he and his dad have built a 3,000 person rev share team. You pretty much throw up all over yourself, but once you clean that off, you go back to your pina colada there, or your Corona over there, but you're going to meet people that'll just rock your world. So you need to plan on being there somehow. Where there's a will, there's a way. Write that one down. Speed leader determines the pace of the pack. Don't make excuses, make dust. Come to Puerto Vallarta. It's $12.50 a person. Includes your lodging, your food, entertainment, meals, adult beverages, whatever your thing is. But it's going to be amazing. You do have to book a room for 2, so it's $2,500 paid up front when you get a room. Just find a roomie to go with you. You need to be there and go, and I'm going to bring 7 people with me, 8 people with me, which means you need 4 rooms, and we'll find them. Where there's a will, there's a way, man. We will figure it out. You have to stay at the resort next to ours and walk over for the 9 to noon and hang out at our pool and beach. Same thing, whatever it takes. That's the attitude you need, whatever it takes. So that we're going to save the dates. So that's really the first big one, is that first one.